So, Chris, we've talked about hype all night tonight here at BAMMA 22 at the 3 Arena, and this is one of the most hyped fights of the night. Jack Grant versus Jack McGann, and a lot of people are saying Jack Grant, too big, too strong, ironed out the fitness problems.
Malcolm, this is as good as it gets, as if it could not get any better here in Dublin tonight. Jack Grant fighting at just 23 years of age in a wake of supreme destruction. Going half and half on KOs and TKOs combined with submissions. Every single one of those in the first round.
Chris, BAMMA 20, we were there. It was a destruction of Warren Key. It was frightening.
I'm telling you, this guy, a 3-time BAMMA vet, and his only 2 losses have been in this organization, but as you said, he's made big improvements. He's also a sparring partner of Diakese, who's had, without a doubt, the most decisive finish on the card tonight. Highly touted in both his hands and feet. The crowd, much anticipation here for this young man from England.
Now, Chris, let's go into that arena. The talk of his one weakness was possibly cardio. Everybody says he's heavy-handed, he's a beast, but there was the lingering doubts about cardio.
He's worked on that so much to transition even to a very solid wrestling game, which could also be a factor considering this is a striker versus striker matchup. Watch out for that right kick to the leg or head. He is explosive, powerful, and accurate in every way, Malcolm.
And as I said, Chris, it's no hyperbole to say this one has been hyped up to the max. A lot of social media talk about it with people in either camp.
As I said, the most possibly anticipated matchup of the evening. 2 trained killers going head-to-head. I can only describe both of these men as snipers, Malcolm. It's that simple.
Let's look again. Everybody has said at the weight, look at Grant compared to McGann.
I think both of them looked, quite frankly, sensational at the weigh-ins yesterday. Very impressive, and you can tell a lot about guys from the weigh-in, as you said. Look at his physique, look at his conditioning, look at his eyes, Malcolm.
Look at the way he strutted into the cage there, supremely confident.
And stamping his feet, preparing for what is going to be, without a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, a blistering affair here in BAMMA.
Chris, here is his opponent, the Pilgrim, Jack McGann. Only 1 defeat, and we've seen to who? The Lonsdale champion, Mark Diakese, who ground out a victory against him. He came back straight away with a knockout win. But you always feel there's so much weight of expectation on this young man's shoulders.
Definitely, and at BAMMA 21, we witnessed in Birmingham his successful return, an exclamation mark. And then again, when you've got a guy like Rampage Jackson declaring from your young age that you might be a possible greatest of all time. From that point, growing up in a place like the Wolf's Lair, he wants to give Grant, plain and simple, a lesson here tonight in BAMMA.
What about the reverse of that, though? He must be tired of hearing, oh, you've grown up in the sport, you've been bred for this, you've been trained for this. He's still a young man.
Look, he's from Liverpool. We're talking about one of England's greatest fighting cities ever. And the reception in Dublin tonight as a mecca of European MMA is a testament to that. I think it's no coincidence that Dublin is a twin city with Liverpool. So Jack McGann coming in here from the Wolf's Lair, one of the classic MMA gyms in Britain, as I said, and he's grown up as an MMA fighter to come perform in front of this crowd in Dublin tonight.
And those 8 wins, if we take away that 1 defeat, they're all stoppages.
Absolutely. Jack Grant, perfect sprawls, excellent timing and cage awareness, tends to overwhelm guys with pinpoint striking and know-how. Cannot wait, so much excitement.
Oh,
this is going to be incredible.
Tail of the tape here on that lightweight showdown. 23 Grant, 22 McGann, both young men slightly taller, 6'1" Grant, 9-2 and 0, 8-1 and 0. Perfectly balanced, perfectly matched. This could be one of the fights of the night. Let's go to Buddy Johnson, our MC, to make it official.
BAMMA 22, welcome to the new age. We are ready for 3 5-minute rounds in the professional lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a freestyle fighter standing 6 feet 1 inches tall and weighing at 154 pounds with an impressive record of 9 wins, 2 losses, and 0 draws, with 5 of those wins by submission. Representing Fight Ministry from Grimsby, England, Jack Grant. And his opponent, Fighting in the red corner, a striker or wrestler, standing 6 feet tall and weighing at 155.8 pounds. An impressive record of 8 wins, 1 loss, and 0 draws, with 7 of those wins by TKO. Representing the Wolf Slayer from Liverpool, England, the Pilgrim, Jack McGann. When the action begins, your referee in charge, Mark Woodard.
So Chris, as Mark Woodard, the referee, asked them if they're ready. What do you make of the body language there from both men?
A grin from Jack Grant, pacing from Jack McGann. It's the 22 versus the 23-year-old sensation, Malcolm. Anything can happen, and it's already toe-to-toe.
And McGann landed a good left hook in that exchange, and another left and right.
Oh my goodness!
McGann's timing perfect. Jack Grant looking to tie him up.
And Jack Grant went 360 on that wheel kick, and McGann clipped him. As I figured, it was going to be the boxing that might have been the difference from McGann tonight. McGann wound up in full guard. Grant recovered very nicely, went for an arm lock, but McGann passing. And I think Grant still is in trouble, Malcolm.
Yes, they were perfect shots. Both men looked to exchange knees. And Grant is back on his feet, but tidy boxing again. And another right hand from McGann, doubles it up, and this is all over! This is all over! McGann makes an incredible statement!
Jack McGann, as we predicted from BAMMA 21, he was back, Malcolm. And once again,
Unbelievable, Chris.
in Dublin, he has come and delivered, Malcolm, in spectacular fashion. Unbelievable performance from this young man. And as Jack McGann embraces his teammates, he knows that he has done it to win over the audience, win over any disbelievers in his abilities. And if you take a look at how that transpired, he was in the clinch, 50-50 position, alternating to the body and to the chin. Right hook to the body, right hook upstairs, right uppercut for good measure, and the big one. That right hook, totally stunning Jack Grant. And then Mark Woodard had seen enough and waved off the action. And another angle on that just shows you the control that a guy like Jack McGann has. Totally kept his wits about him, and Grant went after him. All credits to Jack Grant. He was gunning for a finish, but the counter-punching from Jack McGann set up that finish. And you can see the emotional return, 2 events in a row, 2 big statements here in BAMMA. Who will ever be able to stop that man? Possibly setting up a huge rematch with the champ Diakese. With that victory here in Dublin is Jack McGann. What a performance at 155 pounds. Let's go over to Buddy Johnson for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, this bout ended 52 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO in the red corner, the Pilgrim, Jack McGann.
And with the winner of this bout, a young man called Jack McGann. Jack, let's be honest here, a lot of hype surrounding this one, a lot of talk surrounding this one, and if you were going to lose, it was because Jack was going to be too big, too strong for you. I think you answered that tonight.
Yeah, you know, Jack's a great fighter, I've got all respect in the world for him, and they're the kind of fights what I want, and that's why he asked for it, and I believe that's what everyone got. So.
Now, as I said, if we watch here, here's the big finish, and it's your timing here.
If it looks good, it is good, and that looks good, so, yeah.
Now, just before that moment here, if we look again...
You know, I just like to fight, and just worked hard in camp, so I knew no matter where the fight was going, I was going to come out on top, so...
As I said, a lot of hype about it. You've answered your critics, you've answered the questions. Now, I've got another one for you. How much would you like a rematch with Mark Diakese?
I just had that win, I'm not interested now at the minute. We'll go back and look at it, but at the time being, I'm just happy with what happened. So, yeah.
Well, I think you saw he's got every reason to be happy with what just happened. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Jack McGann!